Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Ben here, and today, it's been a long time. It's been a very long time since I've done one of these. It's another story time video. Basically, what happens in these videos is I tell a story from back in my 19 years of living, and basically just explain it throughout the video. I talk, and then I have some Boom Beach gameplay in the background, but if you guys would like to see I can't talk right now. If you guys would like to see more storytime videos in the future, I don't know, I'm stumbling on my words, let me know, and make sure to like on this video. But yes, I used to do a bunch of these in the past. I did, like, I don't know, how I almost lost my eyesight, how I, first time going to the principal's office, I don't know, some other things. But yeah, so this story time, we are going to be talking about cars. Long history with cars. Well, actually, 3 years, almost 4.5 years of history of cars. I've only had my license since I was 16. But yeah, that's besides the point. I've had more cars than people can. But yes, we're gonna be talking about cars today. We're gonna talk about what I learned when you're looking for a new car. And we're gonna be talking about whatever. We're just gonna be talking about cars. So yes, if you would, I would like to know how many cars you've owned in the comment section below, and what's like your favorite type of car, or if you've ever had car troubles. Let me know. So yeah, let's forward back or go back in time. Like, I don't know, when I was 15 and a half, got my temps. Driving my mom's car, dude, I thought I was cool. Yeah, so taking the driver's license, or the driver's ed test, got my license, and basically, I was driving my mom's car, my dad's car. My mom had like a Hyundai Sonata at the time. I think it was like 2009, maybe, and then my dad had a, I don't know what he had. I think it was a, I don't know if he had it, he had a Honda, I think, Honda Civic. I don't know if he had it that long or not, but yeah. So I was driving one of those cars, usually, and then finally got my license, and that's when I got my job at Fleet Farm. As you guys have probably, if you watch my Q&A, you probably saw that I worked at Fleet Farm. So basically, I didn't have a car for the first couple months of working there. I needed a ride back and forth, so my mom would drop me off there, or my dad would drop me off there, then they would pick me up, and they got really annoying. So once I got a little bit of money, let's say like 1,500 bucks, we started going out shopping for some cars because I needed a car. And my dad found this place near us, this red Pontiac Grand Am. It was 1997. It's 2 years younger than me, and basically I don't have any pictures of it anymore, otherwise I would show you. But yeah, so I needed a car. We went to the dealership, or whatever, it's like a side dealership. Don't ever buy from those unless you really know what if you really know what to look for. But yeah, so we picked up that car. I was like hyped. It was my first freaking car. Oh yeah. So it was a red Pontiac Grand Am. That thing was the worst purchase of my life. So basically, let's talk about what was wrong with it. Completely rust, because we live in Wisconsin. It snows, it rains, we use salt to salt the roads to get rid of the ice. So people's cars in Wisconsin have rust issues. This car, 2 years younger than me. Look, I don't know why we didn't decide to look under the hood, like look underneath the car, but when I bought it, it was fine. But a couple months down the road, the brake lines went out, the fuel lines went out, I don't know, everything was rusted underneath the car. Everything. So like, you work on one thing, another thing breaks. You work on another thing, another thing breaks. And then my sister's, her boyfriend, he works on cars, so he like buys total cars, fixes them up, and sells them. He's like, I'm not even working on this car, man. Like, whenever I fix something, something else breaks because of how rusted it is. So, had enough of that. Finally took it in, because I've spent like so much money, almost a little bit less than how much I paid for the car, which is like 1,500 bucks. And so I was just like, it was a money pit. And then took it into one of my dealerships that's friends with my dad, and he's like, Yeah, your car is drunk. I can tell you that from my standpoint, it would be good to work on this car for for getting me money, but it's just gonna break in the next week. So he told me to junk the car. All that was really that when we took it to the junkyard, all that they wanted was the engine or something. So we got $300 back for it. So I was broke again. Used all my saved up money from Fleet Farm, broke. So then I ended up driving my dad's. He has a 1996 Tahoe, but it's actually in decent shape because he keeps good care of it, and he's owned it its entire lifespan. So yeah, I drove that, but that thing it got 12 miles to the gallon, and I'm driving to work, to school, and all this. I couldn't even pay for gas barely, so I needed another car. The Tahoe was not doing it for me, so later down the road, saved up a little bit more money. And then I had to borrow some money from my grandma, borrow some money from my parents. But hold on, pause. We gotta talk about this. The lesson that I learned from when you actually no, we'll just keep going. We'll tell the lessons that we learned after that you guys should follow if you need this. But yeah, so then we go to another drive-by side-in dealership. It's not an actual car dealership. It's those dealerships you see that I don't know, this weird dealerships that you see in town sometimes. Don't go to those. But yeah, so I was you know what? I want a manual car. And I want a cool car. Because it's my car. So we're looking around. Found some pretty cool, reliable cars like Honda Civics and all this. I'm it's not cool enough for me. So then it was as soon as I saw this car, I was I want that car. It was a Mitsubishi Eclipse. I think it was a 2002. I think. Yeah, something like that. And I looked at it, and the front bumper was cracked. It was at this old style dealership. It was pretty nice. It looked pretty sweet though. It was really eye-catching. That's probably what caught my eye. But we talked to the owner about it. He's yeah, we're getting the new bumper. We just got that in. Blah 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 blah. Test drove it, and then we test drove it and drove it to the dealership or the car shop where my dad's friends with, because he'll give it to us straight. He's yeah, Ben. You should not get this car. Mitsubishi's engines don't have whatever, I don't know. They have a lot of problems. Did we listen to the expert? No. Well, it was my decision. My dad's just do whatever you want, Ben. He advised me not to get it. And he's yeah, if you want it, though, go get it. Yeah, so, learned to buy that. And also, but before that, I didn't know how to drive manual. So what we did though was we went to this kind of crappy place and test drove some of the crappiest cars that had manual. My dad would be all right, we're just gonna test drive this one, because he knows how to drive manual. So then we drive out a couple miles, then he'll give the car to me. So that's how I learned how to test drive manual. But yeah, so got that, and we had problems from the start. So I bought it. It was good for a little bit. I'd say about a month. And then we found out when we took it in, because it wasn't shifting properly. The clutch was completely burned out. It was not from me. It was from years of being used. And at this time I didn't have any money because I spent all the money on the car. So I had to borrow some more money from my dad to get that fixed. And then while I was at the dealership, so I've literally only had this car for a couple months, and I thought it was cool and all, but alright, so found out the clutch was bad, had to get a new clutch. That's big expensive. And then when you put it up on the lift, found out that 2 of the rims were cracked. So, if driving with cracked rims is pretty dangerous. And then I had to get new tires, new rims. And then we fixed all of that, and I don't know. There's something else that probably went wrong. Oh yeah, the gas can was leaking, so we had to get the new gas can, or gas tank. So that thing was a money pit. So that I spent I think $3,000 on that car, and then I put almost $1,500 into it. So all that was fixed, good to go. Driving it for another couple weeks, and then I hear something, or when you're just idling, I heard something that did not sound good. It sounded like a grinding kind of. I was crap. So we took it in, found out the synchrons were bad in the transmission. So I needed a new transmission. I didn't have any money, so basically that car was a money pit. had to sell that on Craigslist. Got a really bad offer for it. I won't say exactly what because I'm kind of ashamed, but we needed to get rid of it. So, yes, that car was just some money. So every car I've had has been a money pit, but fast forward a little bit, so I went back to driving the Tahoe till I could pay back my dad and my mom and my grandma and all them that lent me the money to get that car and all the money lent to spend fixing it. So, did that, drove the Tahoe, saved up a little bit of money because I got like a raise at Fleet Farm and stuff. And then, it was like, I think, because my sister's boyfriend who fixes up those cars, like, alright, we have this Pontiac G5. It's a couple miles, or it's a little far away. It's not totaled, but it's pretty damaged, but it's all like cosmetic body stuff, like needs a new front bumper, windshield, blah 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 blah, blah and tires. And he's like, I can fix this up for you. It might take some time, but I can fix it up for you. And I was like, yes, just fix it up. And that's why if you see in like my story of life videos, I still drive this car today. It's reliable, hasn't broken down, and like since he was able to kind of make it how I want, it still looks cool to me. Like I have it lowered, I have like I have it tinted, but the rims are the stock rims that are painted black, but it still looks pretty good. Like I just wanted a good looking car that I like, and this one's reliable. Unfortunately, it's not manual. My next car will be a manual car, but it's literally what I needed. I needed a reliable car that wasn't a money pit, and look where I'm now. So I'm still driving it I think it's almost 2 years now. I've been driving for 2 years. But oh my god, so now let's get to the lessons. That was a really long story there, I know. The lessons. Always, try and bring an expert with you, or someone that knows about cars. When you're buying a new car, looking for a newer car. And if they tell you not to buy it, listen to them. I didn't listen to the expert that told us not to get that Mitsubishi Eclipse, and I spent a crap ton of money. Look and inspect cars. Like, inspect the bottom, make sure it's not all rusted out, make sure it sounds good when you drive it. And then still, if you have any suspicions, don't buy it, just keep looking. And if there's anything I can tell you, sacrificing looks over reliability is a good idea. Yeah, the Pontiac G5 may not look as cool as the Mitsubishi Eclipse, but my wallet looks a lot cooler. I have so much more money to do with since I don't have to pay on my freaking cars. Oh. So yes, if that's the moral of the story, go for reliability, listen to experts, and be cautious about those side dealerships and even regular dealerships when you buy used cars. But I'm only 19 and I've gone through that much car experience and troubles. It's not fun. And when you have no money to back it up, it's even worse. But we're good now. My car, thank God, it's not on my desk because it's wood. It's going strong. I drove like from Platteville back to my hometown. It's like a 4-hour drive. I've done that multiple times now from when I was at college. Thing runs like a charm. Thing's amazing. But hope you guys learned a little bit. If you're around my age or if you're a little bit younger, about to get a car or whatever, just take those to heart. And if you're getting handed down a car, that's fine. But yeah, if you're shopping for cars, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like you did and hopefully subscribe for more Boom Bitch videos if you're not ready. Hope you guys have a wonderful day or night, and I'll see you guys later.